Yeah, YouTubers, Tazman here, bringing you another episode of Tazman's to the Sky. And we are continuing forward with our Tinker's Construct. So, like I said, other than getting the alloys where we mix two metals together that we don't get any other way, Tinkers, with all the modium stuff that you can make, like our sword and stuff, not as huge as it could be. Although early game, I guess, depending on how you're playing, it could be, because you can make some really cool stuff. But let's go ahead and go down here. It's still a little noisy. I mean, we don't hear the tinking and the sound of them, but we do hear like that. So as you can see here, we're now 128 buckets of blazing blood. That thing's completely full, and looks like we're actually getting a bit there as well. So we have an additional 22 buckets. I'm assuming that's what that means. So there we go. And I'm assuming, I guess it'll go until it hits the very bottom of that. That's as far as it can do. But then it'll keep spawning. I'm not sure what it'll do at that point. I don't know if it'll just kind of glitch out or what. But anyway, let's continue on. So today's episode, our big focus is these guys right here. And normally you can just like click on these and then click on that and you get how to make it. But these are, even though I'm doing the left mouse button, which is for recipes, this is actually just giving me a usage that I can combine that iron sledgehammer with a smelter prism, and boom, we get the fiery sledgehammer. We're gonna get, oh, I thought that said 1,000, but that's a plus in front of it. So anyway, we're gonna make all these guys today. I've hopefully taken down proper notes this time, but one thing we're going to have to do, I don't have any iron stored up in this guy. I do not. So everything we're gonna make is gonna be out of iron. Up here we have all our different casts. Yeah, I think we should be good to go. So let's just get a bunch of iron. I don't know how much it's gonna take, so maybe I wouldn't think it's gonna be more. Let's do 10 blocks of iron. We'll just turn it back into regular iron when we're done, I guess. Makes it look like 10 blocks would go all the way up. But I guess if we did ingots, that would be 90 ingots, which that would definitely go up. But yeah, 10 blocks, not that much. All right, any second now. So from my calculations, and we all know that they're usually spot on, that we're going to need 6 large plates, we're going to need 2 hammerheads, 9 tough handles, 2 pick heads, 2 tool bindings, 2 broad blades, and 1 broad axe head. Now, as I was saying, when we go in here and we click on things and it'll tell us the usage, these two, it actually doesn't. As you can hear, I'm clicking on that and it's not actually opening anything. And this is the same thing. All these others just pull up that usage. But let's go ahead. We have that, so we need not the ingot one. And by the way, I ended up throwing one of these over because I thought, oh, that's the ingot. But no, it's not. This is the repair kit. All right, so what did I say? Large plates, we need 6. I think this is the large plate. So we'll go ahead and do this. We'll just turn that on. There's 1. It's super fast. 2. I have to babysit this, in other words, we're going to end up making too many. So this is 4. This is 5. And this will be 6. Alright, so the next thing will be 2 hammerheads. So put that back. Is that the hammerhead? Yes, it is. Perfect. We need 2 of these. So there's 1, almost 1. There's 2. The big ones, the tough handles, we need 9 of those. It's going to take a while. That's actually used more than I thought it was going to. Wow. I said 2 of those, right? Yep, 2 tough hammerheads. We need 9 handles, so... and it's the tough one, right? Yeah, tough handle, which is that guy. Put this one back now. It'd be nice if I had a way of saying only do 9, once I got 9, turn it off. And I know you can't do that. I just don't have... These actually go a little faster. This is 3 already. Apparently they don't take as much. That's 4. Wait, what's that 4? This is 4. 5. 6. 7. I know if I start talking and stuff, I'm going to get sidetracked. That should be 8, so this should be 9, right? Yep, so this will be, no, that's 7, that's 8. And this one's 9. After this, we need pick it. Pick right here. 1. And that's 2. And then we need tool bindings, which is this guy. And I need 2 of those. 1, 2. We need a broad blade, which is this guy. Put that back up there. So we needed 2 broad blade. And then we need a broad axe head. And just 1 of those. That one definitely takes a bit more. And... oh, no! Darn it. I guess I'm making 3 of those. Wait, are we out? Serious? Oh my goodness. That was 10 blocks we did. That is so crazy. Now, I'm curious. I don't think it would have. I don't think that would have been enough to make the broad axe head. If I hold shift, does this tell me? Yeah, it barely even has any of it. I'm wondering if I should just call this a loss. Let's do that. So let's just break this real quick. There we go. Throw this back on here. Where'd it go? Right here. Oh, that's a carrot. And then we'll do that guy. And then we also need to make sure we get parts that I don't have in my hand. There we go. And I'm not going to do it that way because we only want 1 of these. So here, I'm going to put that back up there. Put that one there. And there we go. That should be everything. So let me just double check. So 6 large plate heads, which we have. Actually, I don't need them down here. We have 2 hammerheads. We have 9 tough handles. We have 2 pick heads. We have 2 tool bindings. We have 2 broad blades. and we have 1 broadaxe head. That should be everything we need. Now if we come over here, so as I was saying, if we go in here, these two don't actually have any kind of recipe, but that's because they're in here. So if I want to make that side, you can see it's right here. All right, so let's go ahead. Now my voice is a little weird right now. Let's see. So let's just start. If we do it in the order that I have in my thing, this is the sledgehammer, right? Yep. All right, so we need a plate and a plate. We need a hammerhead, and we need a tool binding, and there we go. We need the excavator, which is the shovel, which is 2 of those, and 2 of those. Now to complete these quests, I'm assuming it has to be the all iron. I could be wrong. I didn't want to mess with it and find out I was wrong. Let's see, our next one is the vein hammer. Is that this guy? Vein hammer, good. That's 1 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those, and 1 of those. So that's those 3. Then we have the scythe, which is this guy, which is a nice broad blade. 2 handles, 1 tool binding, boom. And we have the broadaxe, which is going to be this guy, which is an axe. It's looking pretty good so far. As long as the next thing, which is the cleaver, takes a plate, that, and 2 of those. So is this the cleaver? It is. And it looks like I nailed it. Perfect. And there we go. There's our cleaver. Like I said, we really don't have any use for these things necessarily. And with vein mining, being able to mine a 3x3 block really isn't that big. And I don't think any of these had text either, but they all had XP. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna actually move this over. That way we can just click on the next one really easy. And there. Oh, cuts down entire trees. I guess that one had some words. High damage weapon that also decapitates. So gives you a hit. I don't think any reaping tool for farming. Kind of useless with ultimine. That's what I just said. 3x3 digging, 3x3 mining, and high damage weapon also decapitates. So those are our things. All right. So our next section here is we have these armor. We have creating a foundry's controller. And for this we need scorched bricks, we need obsidian, and we need a foundry controller. So to create the foundry, we'll need the foundry controller. To get this, place a scorched brick in a casting basin, then pour at least 1 block's worth of obsidian over it. So we need to make scorched bricks. So what do we do for that? We take scorched stone. Yeah, that makes sense. Scorched brick is a nether grout being cooked. Blasted, technically, I guess, if we have blaster, or just cooked. All right, so how do we make nether grout? We have magma cream, gravel, and soul sand. We can do that. Let's go get, let's stop the rain real quick. Do we, I don't remember, I don't think we have magma cream here, but I think we can make it. We don't have it. I mean, I think this is what we can make it with. All right, so we needed soul sand. I'm just gonna make, I just don't know how much I'm, let's do a stack. Just for giggles. And then it was gravel, I think. Nope, just 1. And then that means we would also need, let me get rid of these. I was hoping I could put them all up there so we could see them, but it wouldn't let me do the ones that we couldn't pull up a recipe for. And then we need magma cream, which if we hit I and do MAG magma cream. Recipe for that is a 4. That gives us 6, so it's going to be real weird. So I'm just going to do 4 stacks of that and 1 stack of that. Or I could do it this way. Actually, I could do it this way better. Let's do a stack of blazing powder, a stack of slime balls. Much easier. So SLI, we have a bunch of those because I've been killing slimes. And blaze. There we go. And I'm afraid if I do this, it'll just do 1, right? Okay, good. All right. So there we go. Then we take this and this, I believe, and this. Oh, it gives us 2. We just made 2 stacks of it. All right, whatever. That's okay. Then let's go here and boom, boom. There we go. All right, so we got our brick. So what else we needed? So now we need to do 4 of those, and we need 1 obsidian, and I believe that will give us our foundry controller. So 1 obsidian. Let's... Really? We've held obsidian boatloads of times. Now it's telling us task complete? What task is that? I'm really curious. Task. Is it? Oh, maybe it's just part of that one. It's got to be, right? Yeah, it's the task. All right, so we need to make scorched brick. So let's go ahead here. We'll just take half of this. I'm just not sure if we're going to need anything else. So we'll do that. Go ahead here. Come down. I'm assuming yes. So by the way, if you ever see this turn blue, that means it doesn't get hot enough. When you see it being red, it means that you have enough heat for that. All right, so let's go ahead, throw that in there, and once we have our obsidian, we will put it on the bottom, and we will go ahead and pour it on top. It does say 1. Oh, I didn't grab the... I did the total wrong thing, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay, I did actually grab it because I put it back in. Okay, good. Whew. I was a little nervous there. All right, so that completes that guy. So to create the foundry, to get this place, we already did all that. And that will give us some more bricks of that. Let's see. This book contains all the information needed to create and use a foundry. Now, I will be completely honest with you guys. I don't think I've ever used the foundry in Tinker's Construct. I don't know how new it is, or if it's been around for a long time. So this is going to be a learning experience for both of us. And it doesn't look like it really has a ton of stuff. And there's blazing blood. Creating the foundry. I don't know. We'll find out. So tier 4 materials and you. Okay, so what we need to do is take a book and some nether grout, and of course I cooked all my nether grout up, but we can make some more real quick. So grab 1 blaze. SLI, 1 slime. That gives us 1 of those. Go ahead and clear that. And then it was, is there gravel right here? I just think it'd be really, just go a little bit and there's the gravel, but no, of course not. So GRA, so there's the gravel. We'll grab 1 gravel and 1 soul sand. All right, there we go. Go ahead and do that, and that. Because there's 2 of those. All right, so to do the book, what was it again? We need to combine another grout and a book. I think we have a bunch of books somewhere. I feel like it was over here or something. We have 6. I guess not a bunch. Do this. Go and clear that. Put you up there and you there. And we got a new book. All right. So, Fantastic Foundry. Nimmer. So, introduction. Hello, Tinker. My name is Nemea. And I'd like to welcome you to the wonderful world of Foundry. I think this is its own mod. Using the mysticalities of Nether, I have created some outstanding devices. Since my Foundry can't alloy, I have created a solution for you that is simple to use. Requires a fuel tank or a heater. Better fuel allows making better alloys. Takes input from tanks around the alloyer. Adding more tanks gives you more metals to alloy with at once. Interesting. All right, so let's see what our next part of the quest is. So this book contains all the information. I think I read this, right? I think so. So we'll pretend I did. It looks like this is how we're going to get to the ATM alloys, which is pretty cool. All right, so we also still have this down here, smeltery parts. Haven't we made all? Oh, this is just read ones. This is all stuff we've already done. So if you're new to Tinker's Construct, it's helpful to know each part of the smeltery and how it functions. This is probably going to explain what I was trying to explain. Actually, it doesn't look like it has chutes and drains. Well, drain, no, it doesn't. Let's see. The main controller, whether it is a melter or smeltery controller, will have a GUI when you right-click it. If it doesn't, the structure isn't complete. This is how you manually insert ores and items into the smeltery. Beautiful. 10 XP. Nom nom nom. Casting basins are used to create blocks out of molten metal. This is the easiest way to get metal out of the smeltery, as it extracts 9 ingots to create a block. These can also be used to create specific items by pouring molten metals onto blocks placed in the basin. Casting tables are used for more precise pours, like creating casts or tool parts. There we go. The fuel. Seared fuel tanks store liquids that are used to heat up the smeltery to smelt items down. These can stack on top of each other. I've never had much success trying to stack them on top of each other and actually have it work properly. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. So they can stack on top of each other with the smeltery multi-block and can hold 4 buckets of fuel. Certain fuels are required to smelt certain ingots depending on the heat required. Lava works for most ores, but you'll need blazing blood to smelt higher tier materials like aluminium. And I think there's even one other that I've never got. I've never got to in any other thing that it's kind of like a blue blazing blood, and I can't even remember what it's called, but maybe we'll end up having to do that as well. Let's see. When right-clicked, faucets function as a way to extract molten ingots from the smeltery. This will only work if there's something to pour out onto, like a casting table. Channels are used to extend the reach of a faucet and create pipe-like network for molten liquids. And I've never done that either. Usually I just have it right next to it. So that will be all that. We're at 24 minutes, so I'm thinking maybe we'll do this or we'll do this in the next episode. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is actually making stuff. So I could have all the stuff ready to do those. And then I'll research this one out a bit as well. But we actually got further than I thought we would today. I mean, I wasn't necessarily expecting to finish that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Click that little notification bell. Join my Discord channel. Great way to communicate with me. Tell other people about my channel. About my channel. If, you know, they like what they see, they can sub. We grow the channel. Everybody wins. And that is it, my friends. Until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.